Ok, hablemos con la people de este pueblo. Irenia, ¿qué
Good
tienes?
day.
Nada. Tenés nombre propio, pero no tenés nada.
You're a
Jeta.
Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds?
De hecho,
My
sí.
husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
¿Eres Jeta?
I am. You've heard of me?
Tu marido y tu hijo están muertos.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
De nada.
Maker's blessings upon you.
De manera tan brusca de decirlo. Tampoco es que tenía opciones. Anciano, aldeana. Y vos tenés un signito de exclamación en la cabeza.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
¿Quién eres?
My name's Caitlin, my lady. Pardon my manners, but are you really a Grey Warden? Honestly?
¿Y quién te ha dicho eso?
I overheard someone. I don't remember who. You're so pretty, I never thought. I mean, I never expected. Never mind. Are you going to help us? Everyone says we're going to die tonight.
Parece que no tengo muchas alternativas.
I can't even sleep. I close my eyes and I see my mother being carried off. What have we done that the Maker allows this to continue?
¿Y te preocupa tu madre entonces?
I'm not worried about her. She's dead. I wish it wasn't so, but it is. It's my brother Bevan. He ran off, maybe tried to leave the village. I'm so scared those things got him.
¿Has probado a buscarlo?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
¿Y qué harías por encontrarlo?
I have nothing.
Nadie tiene
Everything
nada.
we owned is in our house. If you found my brother, I would be eternally grateful. Oh, please, couldn't you look for him? I'm begging you.
¿Y dónde crees que puede haber ido?
I thought he'd be at home, but he never came when I called him. If he doesn't come back tonight, I'm just so afraid for him.
Sacamos de aquí. Milicia, milicia. Milicia, milicia. Murdoch. ¿Qué pasa, Murdoch?
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
No creo que a los engendros tenebrosos les importe quién los mate.
If you hadn't noticed, there aren't darkspawn around these parts. Not yet, anyway. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate.
Una voz media rasposa,
Well, we do want
Murdoch.
to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch.
Muchos cigarrillos, mucho
They're
whisky.
what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Ten fe, buen hombre. Juntos derrotaremos este mal.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy.
Te cambié la voz.
Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
¿Cómo anda la moral?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
¿Y qué puedo hacer para ayudar?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
¿Y por qué se niega Owen a hablar contigo?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Y nadie más puede encargarse de las reparaciones.
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
¿Y algo más?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
¿Qué clase de nombre es Dwayne? Háblame de Dwayne.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Enano cobarde. Háblame de otra cosa.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
Bueno, iré a hablar con él.
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Bien, ya nos dio 2 misiones este. A ver. La casa del lago. Esa casa
So
de
tell me,
es.
was the Tower of Magi everything you thought it would be?
Abominations running rampant. Templars
¿Esa
ready
ahí?
to slaughter every
No me
mage
acuerdo
in
ahora.
sight. Yes, it rather met all my
Por bote no
expectations.
se puede.
You don't think you might have been better off getting your training there
Cállense,
instead of
maldición.
whatever your mother taught you?
You're right. My mother didn't nearly have as many abominations running about. That certainly would have improved my education.
Casa de
Give you that
Caitlyn.
one.
Ah, esta me dio una
I'd
misión,
say
a ver. Cállense, carajo. Dejen de cuchichear ahí atrás. Y- Cuando te aproximas al vestidor, algo se mueve en su interior. Alguien contiene el aliento un instante sorprendido y luego solo hay silencio. En el vestidor, sale ahora mismo.
Go away. This isn't your home.
Eh?
This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Bevin, ¿eres tú?
How do you know my name?
Me lo dijo Caitlyn.
Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Me da igual, sal de ahí si no quieres que te saque rastras.
You wouldn't. You'd stay away from me.
Bien, te sacaré la fuerza.
What are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Tanto.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
¿Es esta tu casa?
Yes. It was my mother's house. She's dead now. And Caitlin said we have to move away if we survive.
¿Y qué estás haciendo aquí?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Odio los secretos. Dímelo, no me gustan los secretos.
All right. I'll tell. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was grandfather's. And grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took mother.
¿Dónde está ahora la espada?
In the chest. In mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Dámela ahora mismo.
Alright. Here. I guess I should go back to the Chantry. Please, be careful with grandfather's sword.
Una espadita nueva para mí. Córrete. Estúpido. Este. La hoja verde de beridio. Y saca 9-10. No está mal. Me parece que la espada de la historia es mejor. Capaz se la podría dar al Kunari. Pero el tipo usa armas de doble. Con las dos manos. Para usar con las dos manos. Casa de Dwin. Y el comercio. Necesito ir al comercio. Quiero vender cosas. Un comercio vacío. No hay nadie acá. El diablo. Casa de Dwin. Abrir cerraduras. Continúe.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Iremos donde nos plazca, salvo que quieras intentar impedirnoslo.
No, have to run the place. It's not like I could stop people like you anyway. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
Busco una espada Kunari que compraste.
You broke into my house for that? It must be worth something to you then.
Tu vida, ¿qué te parece eso?
If that's all you want, sure. Now, why don't you take your sword and leave?
Murdoch dice que la milicia te necesita.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
O mueres ahí afuera, o mueres aquí ahora mismo.
So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly.
Gracias.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch you won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Ahora voy a saquear tu casa a ver qué tenías. Tienes muchos cofres, pero no puedo saquear ninguno, maldito seas. Mierda. Corre hacia el camino, carajo. ¿Qué más tenía que hacer? Hay otra puerta, pero no se puede interactuar con ella. Y a ver acá. Nada de nada. Ahora sigamos investigando este maldito pueblo. Eso no puede ser todo. No puede ser todo, carajo. Murdoch. Ahora Murdoch. A ver, arriba. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? La taberna. Dale. ¿Eh? ¿Qué es este? Berwick, necesitamos tus ojos y orejas en Risco Rojo. Quédate en el pueblo, no llames la atención y vigila el castillo. Informa todos los cambios y serás bien recompensado. Una carta en posesión de Berwick. Ah, bueno. ¿Qué tienes? No me mires. Ahí está algún objeto genérico. Ok. Colorada, ¿a dónde vas? Espera ahí. Quiero hablar contigo. Mírame.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
¿Y qué sabes sobre ese elfo del rincón?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
No deberías estar en la capilla.
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Sí, así es.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
¿Cómo va el negocio?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
Deduzco que Lloyd no te cae demasiado bien, ¿eh?
he gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
¿Y por qué no te marches?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
Podrías marcharte si tuvieras algo de ayuda.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
¿Qué te parece no terminar en otra taberna?
Well, I can't promise that, but thank you. I don't really know what to say.
Me voy.
Keep safe.
Y vos sos el dueño de esta posibilidad.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
Sí, tengo el don de la oportunidad.
A shame, isn't it? Evil creatures and such. Everyone going to perish before sunrise. Ah, makes you thirsty, doesn't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
¿Y quién eres?
Name's Lloyd. So, why'd you come to the village now? Roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing.
No es asunto tuyo.
No, that it isn't. Pardon me, manners. Something else I can get for you?
Responde algo.
Fine. Make them quick.
No deberías estar ayudando a defender la ciudad.
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar, just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
O mueres luchando junto a la milicia, o mueres aquí y ahora tú eliges. Le dije lo mismo al enano, Duderino.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Ah, fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
Estamos progresando. Mira colorada, el gordo se fue.
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out.
No me vas a dar nada, maldita.
Puts me in charge. Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh?
Dame, necesito provisiones.
Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
Mochila, decime que tenés una mochila. No, no tenés una mierda. No tenés una mierda. Puta madre. Esto de toxina, droga de Duncan. ¿Cuánto vale? ¿Cero? Ah, no me puedes dar nada. No tenés plata. Maravilloso. Ah, ya sé dónde no venir a hacer negocios. Miliciano. Ninguno tiene nombre propio, excepto vos. Hola.
Not looking for company.
¿Puedes explicarme esta carta?
What? How did you... You stole that right out of my pocket. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
¿Y quiénes son tus jefes? ¿Quiénes te contrataron para hacer
Tall
esto?
fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
¿Y qué se supone que debías averiguar del castillo? Vigilar.
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
Y así que sabes cómo ha ocurrido todo esto. Cuenta.
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know.
Y como si me dices la verdad.
I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
Creo que deberías ayudar a defender Risco Rojo esta noche.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Probablemente muera en la batalla, así que... A ver qué dice que... No se puede subir acá. No. Seremos... Comerciante que no te da plata. Carajos eso. Otra casita. Vamos a ir. Tienen que ayudar a defender el pueblo, malditos. No se queden encerrados en sus casas. Ármense. Eternal Garrison.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Tengo una carta de los irregulares de Blackstone.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Tenías algo acá. Una cataplasma. Qué porquería. Mierda. Paredes invisibles.
I am told that it lost a large number of comrades in the battle with the Darkspawn.
Me?
¿Y esto qué es? La salida.
I didn't know all of them that well.
Ah, este tiene una flechita en la cabeza. El primero que revisar.
I'm unfamiliar with this name.
Me quedo con esto. Serpent.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit I do not know quite how to address you. Is my lady sufficient?
Me da igual como me llames.
I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle. Or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
¿Y has dicho algo sobre una urna?
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
¿Y qué enfermedad fue la que contrajo el Earl?
Never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
¿Y qué llevó a la Arlesa a pensar que alguien podría dar con la urna?
The Earl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
¿Y no podrías enviar a alguien a buscar a los demás caballeros para que regresen?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
Así que los caballeros dejaron el castillo indefenso.
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there, and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Bueno, hablemos de otra cosa.
As you wish.
¿Y qué puedo hacer algo para ayudar?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures.
¿Y qué carajo va a hacer la
Otherwise,
madre
I do
Hannah
not
por
know
vos?
what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Bueno, ¿y algo más?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Bueno,
If you
continúe.
wish, Grey Warden, make a watch over you.
Qué estupidez, la hermana Hannah. Va a pelear por vos, estúpido caballerito. Ahora tenía que hablar con el herrero borracho. A ver, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde estás? Creo que nada más me queda una casa sin explorar. Esta. Y un cofre. Dame cofre. Un arco largo de tejo. Qué porquería. Cerrado.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Abre esta puerta si no quieres que la eche abajo.
I am. Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
Andrew.
Somebody's been drinking.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The militia's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
¿Que no tienes razones para seguir viviendo? ¿Y eso?
Can't say that's much of your business. I'll probably be dead when the monsters come here tonight regardless. If you think you can intimidate me more than them, then you're free to try.
¿Y por qué te has encerrado en la herrería?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
¿Así que vas a matarte bebiendo?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
Es lo que pretendo.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Y la milicia necesitan tu ayuda.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
¿Y si está muerta?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
Haré lo que pueda.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing. And I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
¿Y qué me impide mentirte?
Nothing besides your conscience. You got one of them.
La última vez que miré sí.
Then I'll take what I can get. And leave the rest to the Maker's grace.
Bueno, pero ahora mismo es imposible entrar en el castillo.
Eventually, they'll want to seek out the Arl and our lesser. And when they do, you go in and bring my Velena to me.
Bueno, te lo prometo, viejo.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
¿Vendes algo? A ver.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Problema de negocios.
Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Y si me interesa una mochila. Mierda, no tenés mochila. Te voy a vender el arco largo de tejo. Te voy a vender esto. Voy a vender este. Y nada más. ¿Dónde está la salida? No, esta no es. Murdoch.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
Mira, tengo que hacer una misión antes. Quiero hablar sobre Twin.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown.
Bueno, chao.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Tengo que hablar con la hermana de Andraste, a ver. Ah, cierto. Vos.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Hicimos cosas, nos ha causado un buen montón de problemas.
I'll take Bevan and stay out of your way then. Thank you again.
Me nieblo. Vos, vieja.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
Reserva tu gratitud para cuando hayamos ganado la batalla.
I will be grateful of your attempt, even if it fails. We can ask no more. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor
Todas ustedes son unas arpías.
They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Serper necesita alguna protección sagrada para sus caballeros.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths.
Dame agua bendita o algo.
What seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
¿Y no podría simplemente bendecirlos?
I can pray with them and give them my blessing. But Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Vas a ayudarlos porque yo te lo digo y sin perder un instante.
You dare threaten me to lie to these poor men? To tell them the Maker protects them when he does not? Very well. Though I loathe doing this, you leave me no option. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Ya tengo que ir con Serper, la puta madre. Maldito sea, Pert. Maldito seas. ¿Por qué tan apartado de todos los demás? Toma, que tenés tus malditos crucifijos.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Dijiste que querías protección sagrada.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
La madre Hannah tiene unos amuletos sagrados. ¿Os servirían de algo?
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
Me alegra haber podido ayudar.
I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Bueno, adiós.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Y ahora debería ir a hablar con Murdoch y decirle que esperemos hasta la noche y atacamos a esos. A los zombies. Que van a venir a atacar este pueblo, malditos. Van a venir a saquear. Este lugar lleno de buena gente. Bueno, más o menos. ¿Dónde mierda está Murdoch? Murdoch. Tenemos que hablar, Murdoch.